social media is so powerful. I think siyisho njalo lento leyo ukuthi social media is so powerful. Bekuhambe ngokuthi ubawudumile sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
Ungahambi ngetalent ukuthi who's the most talented. Sometimes about ubawudumile, you know. But nayo lo dumile, they are talented. Angisho ukuthi abadumile abekho talented. No, they are. You have to keep pushing yourself to almost prove kubantu ukuthi not only are you talented but you're also popular or in demand. So I think that's the most tricky thing about me when it comes to my business, because for me it's not about kuba popular. It's just about my clients. You know, I'm not about to say no. No, I'm just about my business and making my clients happy. So I think that's why I would say this industry is tricky. If you trying to get to the top or be the best, you have to choose. Is it about your talent and making your clients happy, or is it about being popular? Because someone's gonna suffer.
So namhlanje nginenye influencer ayenza okuthe ukuhluka kancane. She's more like this one. She's so sure ukuthi beauty and beauty. Hello my love.
Hi Sisunjan.
You look so beautiful. Cash also there's a beauty. You look good. Your skin is good.
Thank you.
What do you use?
I
use. Okay, no, it's fine. But
No, but I can mention a few brands. Like one of my staple
with...
products is the Eucerin sunscreen, Pond's Day Cream, and then I mentioned I also like the Dermalogica face wash. Yes. So yeah, those are some of my staples. Some.
Also, but to say because I was expecting you to show, you know, listen to listen. We are to tell you to say 1,500. I'm like, what? So that one of the easiest things though.
No, you can pop in the shop and buy the stuff I use.
Pond's, Eucerin. So ibalekile the sunscreen.
Ibalekile kakhulu. I hope we gogile namhlanje.
Bulnet.
Ilanga likho magnet.
So you have to nanga nomizolo net.
Noma kuthiwa net noma kuthiwa kuyaduma ilanga likhona. Njobe likhona namanje.
So it's important. Talk to me, Sphe. What is your full name?
Sphelele Mkhize.
Where are you from?
Pinetown. But ekhaya, I would say I was born in Hammersdale, and then ekhaya is Sekiles, known as Hillcrest. But amakaya akhona.
Oh, Amakaya say Hillcrest.
Embo.
Okay, the room is chilling with these other guys, and then my friend is like, "Oh, no, I'm from Hillcrest." But I say, "Most of you come manga Oh, okay, so kulele kon.
Kula kwami nje ngikhulele Pinetown my whole life nje. Since we moved from Hammersdale, I left Hammersdale. You know, 1, 2, ngikhumbula.
So sahlala khona na manje.
So ngihlala ePinetown.
You haven't moved out?
I haven't moved out.
Why?
Firstly, I had my child, which made me get comfortable at home.
Okay.
So I have a supporting ma with my child, and then I recently changed the garage into a studio. So that's where
like how I did it here.
Yeah, but set up eganje. So just like the studio,
so you're comfortable and you and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm happy to influencer, but then you're not getting a pressure from like, oh my goodness, my peeps, and you're at home. If it make business sense to you, it's fine. Change the garage, make it be whatever you want to be. So in that garage, what are you doing? Studio in terms of makeup, what are you doing there?
So I'm seeing clients there, and I also have someone who sends my hair installed. Nam gyakwazi, but I'm giving her the space to do her thing, run her own business. So she does installs, wig washing, and all that stuff. And then when I do makeup, I also shoot my content in there. So yeah, I'm trying to expand it though, because it's still a bit small.
So when did you realize that you want to do face, or is something that you went to school for?
Funny enough, a lot of people, I would say, people in general actually, beauticians didn't go to school. But I did go to school, but it had nothing to do with what I'm doing now. When I left high school, I went to UK as a 10, I found the occupational therapy. I degree. I beauty. I found emergency medical care, which is still health sciences. So it has nothing to do with makeup.
So did you end up finishing the course?
No.
Even
both of them. The time I spent in university, all those years, I did not finish the courses.
Basically.
But I was like, you know what, ngiyayithanda makeup. Every time ngise resi, ngi-abuse Wi-Fi yakhona. Ngihleli YouTube, ngifunda ishiya, yabona nje ngizama ukufunda ukuthi hawu kwenziwa kanjani lokhu nalokhu nalokhu. Ngigcina sengenza abangani bami resi. But kancane it's like God was calling me ukuthi iyenze lento kodwa futhi nasi isikole ngeke ngithole le degree. But mase ngibona ukuthi no, this is not working out. Ngathi yazini, let me just go full force with makeup, and that's how I ended up here.
Okay. Before we get more on your career, I want to go back ekhaya. So nibanga ekhaya again?
Just two of us, me and my brother, and then it's my mom. My dad passed on, so it's just the three of us.
So it's a small family. I come from a small family too. So are you the eldest or umdala or namncane?
Youngest, Sphelele nje.
Oh, when umncane. So how did feel ukubona ukhulelwa?
Hi. Ngakhulelwa nga 25.
You're 25?
Yeah, that time I got pregnant, I was 25.
So is that a good age to get pregnant?
I think it's fine. You know, if he was disappointed, I'd be shocked. They would say, hey, I think around that age, most people start thinking about kids.
Yeah. So you had a child, were you married or getting married or lojoliwe?
So I've already done the lobola part.
Yeah, because I saw that.
Yes. I've already done that, but at the moment we're still deciding when to get married. You know, in this economy, you have to budget like years ahead. So yeah, that's what we've done.
But umuhle kanjani wawusho setlisha down usubonile usucheckile mhla Have you checked? Have you decided ukuthi yeah?
I'm actually not a datey person. Like I'm umuntu who's inquisitive about dating life. Like I'm a long-term loyal person. So I've been with my person since first year, which is like since I've been 19. So he's my 20s, yes. So I'm umuntu who's like, hey, I want to share pants and
So then you go to university, you end up at Resi, when Zito Zako, Wile Kaya, I win a degree. How is mom feeling?
Uma, I would say at first, because my first attempt, let's say you case at 10, it was more like I was ziningi vele inkinga because abantu babuya khohle university, it's not just about ukufunda, financial stress, ziningi izinto estrainayo during that time, yabo. So kwaba nokuthi hayi ngoba nenkinga eziningi nefunding benganayo asame futhi yabo because phela umzali ukubona usayangi don't give up mengikhuluma indaba ukuthi angithathe gap manje zobuye ngibone hayi hamba ubheke kwenye indawo yabo
shem elokhu ezame zabalazi ayitshela ukuthi ngoba mhlawumbe inke kulungile mkatana ngizama ukuyi kanti akazi ukuthi vele wena
yabona nami phela ke you know your beliefs growing up uyacabanga now ukuthi no but ufungele ngifunde empela ngizothola lapha umsebenzi so ngaba nokuthi as soon as I left UK at 10 ngangena duty mase ngise duty kanti nje kusazaba west
Spray wakwenzakala no fail
you know what guys
tell me
I don't know if I can spill all the tea about lent as a duty, but
spill it.
About the cause.
Awusekho khona but afuza akusiza vele anyway.
Akungisiza anyway, but into engayisho nje ngale ya cause kunenkinga eziningi. One, it's a very racist department.
Okay.
You know,
it's medical
emergency medical care.
Yes, okay.
And it's also a male-dominated industry. And the way the course is set up, fana usema social. Sesibuka ngo 5 ekseni siyagijimiswa. You know, into ongayicabanga ukuthi emergency medical care ucabanga umuntu who's going to be working mhlawumbe esibhedlela or ambulance and stuff. So you kind of confused. And now I got into the course because I'm like, oh, you're never now.
No, so allergic. I'm supposed to do that when they're the last year, maybe get practicals.
From first year, you have to be physically fit because it's not just emergency care, it's also rescue. So when and like, you know, your firemen so kwenziwa nalezo zinto lezo. So kwegu shube kunama case futhi yabona nje kwekuningi lapha. There's even ingane yashona during my time lapha. Due to my physical sessions. So sometimes I don't know if but no,
So you got become your mother realizes okay, what do you say? You say ma, give a plan. noma uthi manje ngizohlala manje or noma ukubona ulokhu uhleli nje phela usuphuma e-duty manje usephinde wakuzamela.
I think at that time besenokuthi ay ngane yami yenza lokho kwenzayo ngoba futhi during that time my last year khona it was COVID year 2020.
Oh, that's
so
like recent.
Yes, recent. So 2020 was online nje yonke into wofunda online. So wengibona ukuthi hayibo kancane kancane ngiye kuma bookings kancane kancane ngenza lokho. I was more like konje ngine online class ngiyakhohle nokuthi ikhona because ngise ngiyikhiphile enhlizweni yami. So wayibona ukuthi hayibo uyasebenza le ntombazana angenza imali, you know, now my grade mefika hayibo ngenza imali
Oh, so cause kusay COVID usafunda online kodwa soqalile wenza abantu ke manje.
Senza abantu nje manje, and it was more like I'm full time.
And then umama uyabona okay now you can manage to buy bread. Sengasuka uyafika endlini uthenga into ethile. Okay, abaza bafuna imali phela ekugcineni.
Injalo nje. Yazi black tax.
Yeah. So then you decided to okay now this is full time.
Full time.
Did you see what's now is full time or vele wasn't it was like I started building in a studio and you were like
I would say during 2020 ngeke ngibona ukuthi this is full time but ngisasaba. Angithi ukukhula kwethu especially abantu abanyama uyafunda uthola umsebenzi uyaphuma endlini kunezinto omele uzenze so uyazibuza ukuthi okay ngiyayibona imali yangena but ayikho ukuthi ngomhla 15 yangena noma ngomhla 30 yangena iya fluctuate so uyasaba. It was really a leap I had to take because I was like I'm not sure if ngizokwazi survive.
Hey, there's so much of you now abenza ama makeup artists, you know, but then still kunjalo kusanala ma OG kuthiwa hey usibanibani, you know, usibanibani is makeup babe nama terms and conditions. How are you finding the space, especially based on I know you're not in Durban isn't in the around you in the city, but you still not find Pinetown and you also travel, right?
Yes.
How are you finding the space, or how did you find the space?
So actually I was here in Morningside last year.
I'm thinking I know you from. Were you not at
down the road?
Were you not with not Bule? Yes.
I was there for almost a year, and the only thing engiyenze ngihambe was one angakabi nayo imoto, and secondly ngisuka kude.
Every day.
I was working from Pinetown before, but njengoba ngibuza indaba ye-space, this industry, I find this industry can be tricky, you know. I also feel like, I don't know if it's just a Durban thing, but kuhambe ngokuthi ubawudumile sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
Kungahambi ngetalent, ukuthi who's the most talented. Sometimes about ubawudumile, you know. But nayo lo dumile, they are talented. Angisho ukuthi abadumile abekho talented. No, they are, because ngaba asiyekubona. But you have to keep pushing yourself to almost prove kubantu ukuthi not only are you talented but you're also popular or in demand. So I think that's the most tricky thing about me when it comes to my business, because for me it's not about kuba popular.
You want to make money and just do this.
It's just about my clients. You know, I'm not about to no. I'm just about my business and making my clients happy. So I think that's why I would say this industry is tricky if you trying to get to the top or be the best. Kuba nzima, because you have to choose. Is it about your talent and making your clients happy, or is it about being popular? Because someone's going to suffer if you're choosing popularity.
So now, yeah, I'm just thinking about this thing of being popularity. But then when I figure when it goes, okay, maybe I must start doing well-known faces, and so that they tag me, and then, you know, even maybe just be like being honest. Have you ever thought to okay, or
you know, more in the industry, yes, you think like that, because you think how will people know me? Whoever, you know, I need to do business. But actually, as you can do one day, and then I don't know, you get some bookings, or maybe you don't even get that many bookings, and it just dies down. You have to be consistent, and in terms of when to be consistent, is people seeing what you're good at your job. I would when I don't know, Beyonce, whoever, you know, you have to be consistent. So for me personally, I don't see working with celebrities of benefits. I've had people that are like influencers or of reality TV approach me and be like, can you do work for us for free, so promote? I'm like, no.
No, child, I'm not doing that.
No, I can't do that. You know, even worse manje nengane, but before then it was like, no, if and that time you were asking me to come to you.
So people actually do that.
I don't have it often, but I had experience and I was like, okay.
Well, a person can't even say, okay, I know you're busy, but then I'm going to meet you halfway, I'm going to pick you up then, or I'm going to come to you. Like, but they will just say, free.
Free. I've had that, free. But I'll say, I've only had 2 occasions.
But because I think I saw on Twitter this celebrity, she was just going through some scandal, and then this guy goes on to like, actually, look, find out time isn't doing DM. I was going to put the Luma Waki Kish. It is like 250K. She was like, I was like, so how? I was on Kokelani, and then this guy, the celebrity, I say, oh no, just popularity, I'll take it. And it's just like, imagine, I'm gonna go, get the Kishilonke, Gilenze, get renovate. Also cost 250,000, and then she says it's a post on Instagram.
I know.
I was like, yo, these celebrities, there's something else,
yeah,
you know.
Sometimes by chance. But there's a lot of people who are influencers, celebrities who are influential that will make sure, no, you get paid. They don't even mind tipping, you know.
Yeah.
But ngiye for that very reason. Ukuthi bakhona labo nje busho ukuthi it discount paying of post.
So now, do you see yourself coming back in Durban one day, or you're like, my market is more now that side in Pinetown?
My market is definitely now in Pinetown. But I sometimes miss Durban because if you know, la sisho khona bengisebenzela khona busy.
No, sometimes uthola iklayenti lingazile lizokwenza inwele libona
ukhona how usuthola leyo extra cash, but you have to consider so many things. Mo hlala kude nendawo osebenza kuyona because you bali transport, petrol, yonke into, so uzothi minus at the end of the day. Yeah, because mhlawumbe umtholile lo umuntu oyedwa and kufanele ngihambe ngama Uber, sengiminus 300 rand ngama Uber yabo. So
but don't you I know I want you to grow. I know there's markets in Pinetown, but don't you want to say, okay, maybe I must advertise and say I'm gonna come in Durban, Wednesdays, you'll be like, oh no, I'm around Durban, so you just know exactly because Sane, about 5 that are confirmed, and some people find it deposit because I think deposit is important because I'm under the, you know, and then like, okay, sure, I'm coming, so that you also, because we're not gonna lie. There is markets. It's far, but then there's markets this side also.
I do want to come back, but come back, expand the question. My comeback would be, I want to have a space or I can operate maybe from both places. So I open up the space from where I am now, but I have a second space. Maybe I have my morning side weekends where I know I'm here, this is my studio, come let's work and you know let me see my clients. So that's something I do want to do in the future. Because right now all my finances are being poured into this current studio and finishing it, and then I'm gonna be like, okay,
do you get sometimes our clients irritating? Like, what's the worst things about here? I don't know. I'll see. Let me tell you a story. I don't even know how to do my face. I had to at least so my neighbor, I can do so. Sane, I'm like, what the heck? No, I'm like, child, I can't even do my own face. And then I had to. I was like, guys, Italian thing. I can't mean a long person no close. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm never, you know. Is it lending Nina? Is what kind of band? Look at our skins. It gives us a slogan. It's not even you know.
Yes, it's skin tones are sometimes with the talent lo muntu nje besho makhelana mhlawumbe uyakubona uzenza wena or whatever ayibona kuwena etshela ukuthi hayi ngoba uyakwazi uzenza uzokwazi ukungenza mina kanti awu ungafani. You find that you are so good at doing your own face but muswenza abantu kuyabheda, and sometimes you find even doing your own face you maybe not, you know, that happy about doing it that much, but mwenza abantu umsebenzi omuhle. So yeah, I would say it is into esuka kuwena, and ngempela you must be able ukuhlala nabantu because you're gonna lose business. You're gonna lose a business campaign.
So content creation, would you call yourself also influencer or a content creator?
Yes.
What are you specializing on? Why do you call yourself a content creator or influencer?
I would call myself a content creator because I do create content. Essentially, it's self-explanatory. I do create content, beauty mostly. I'm still trying to figure out the lifestyle parts, but beauty, makeup tutorials, skincare, that is the stuff I love. And when I do it, it also just feels natural. Actually, sometimes it's better to call myself a content creator than influencer because I feel like influencer gives you also Leo title and pressure. You must produce, this is your title. I know I must embrace it, but for me, sometimes it's just fun. It feels like therapy. Same with makeup. I started doing it because I was trying to escape les anking as I said. So for me, it just feels fun. It really feels fun. Sometimes it doesn't feel like a job. And that's when I start struggling a bit with it. It's when it feels like a job. Then I'm like, I'm struggling, man.
So do you work a lot with brands?
Yes, I do work with brands. I did take a break during my pregnancy because I was right during my pregnancy. But since I've come back this year, I have worked with quite a few brands. Even last year, I did work with some brands. So yeah.
Do they pay good?
They do pay good.
So what happens? Do you approach them or they approach you, or do you have a manager? Like for umuntu who wants to come, because I'm trying to like just now as a content creator. How do I approach her? How does it go?
I've had a few questions actually because...
So this is a masterclass now.
So saying you win masterclass,
yeah.
I've had a few people ask me or maybe DM me. Even when I went to speak at VC, I had someone approach me, mentoration and that. But I always find that into content creating during issue.
Okay.
First see what's happening about benzani and then see what's when if you like fashion, start recording yourself. Start showing on your stories how you put my fashion, I got this place and Kona also TikTok I'm giving Kazoela, I think Kamalako always. She is naturally herself.
I just pop like I'm new on TikTok.
Yes.
I don't really think I always ask them to post for me. So it's like okay, now after the show, now let me just try and
Yes.
And then she pops. I forget I don't know what kind of show up, but sometimes I see I'm funny now. I love that kid.
Yes.
And she embraced. I think. Don't you think because this thing comes naturally?
It does. Ngifuna ukuyela lapho yabonje njengisensayini as example. Ngifuna ukuyela lapho ukuthi abantu abaningi especially us who are young, mhlambe sike sibuke sithi, how am I? Umhlale just bought this car or bani engeke I need to be an influencer. But ubuka the glam side of it. Do you know how hard these people work? They wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. every day to shoot.
Shooting
submit,
is irritating,
sign contracts. They need to pay legal fees, accounting fees. You are running an actual business. So there's this whole admin side that people don't see. But what you first have to do is allow yourself for it to be fun. Because if you don't allow yourself for it to be fun and realize you have a passion, then when it comes to the admin side, are you going to struggle? You're going to struggle because and then as you grow, also figure out, okay, I need to actually pay SARS. I need to actually get some accounting. I actually need to invoice.
Given a logo, champagne, and all of that.
You need to do zonke lezo zinto, and then from there on, I get. Okay, now I've made it.
Now you're speaking about the invoice, meaning you would say then when you start working with brands, get some bank details, but please send us an invoice, and you have no idea what invoice is.
I was also just as clueless. You have to ask other people in the industry, and sometimes I say, kubalekile to have an influencer community. It's still quite small in Durban, I'd say, compared to Joburg and Cape Town.
Yes.
But Ngati, we can have times where we can speak one-on-one. How can I deal with something like this?
Well, on that page, don't you think abantu base KZN or influencers or some of the content creators abafuna share information?
I would say that's a general thing. That's just not a case thing. Yeah, I would say in general, people banalento with the influencer space kuthi basabu share information because mhlambe unomunye uzokuthi yabo uzowazi ngenza malini bese yena sepitcha kwi-brand uzofika kowehlisa imali ayingeke yabo banalokho or mengimtshela what if she breaks out and becomes yona Durban influencer and then ungithathela isikhala sami. I think that's a general thing, and I don't want to just put it together.
Because we had a couple of influencers here, and then I think. But you know what? I think it's a general thing because even artists, they come here, comedians, they sit here, they complain about their industries. Comedians say, "Yo, no more, Nella. You tell the artist, yeah, you tell the influencer." I'm like, okay, God, don't go black, don't come. Because the other was just crying. What's it? I'm an influencer too, but let me tell you something. I'm doing my own thing because if you DM somebody, even ngabuza say, "Oh, spare le blog la kuthenge kuphi?" Umuntu siyashona lena le kuthekutshela and all of that. So they just stingy with information, you know, and it's just like. Sane, I am learning to appreciate abantu. When a person sends me a DM, I even respond with a voice note. So
Yes,
I say, "Oh my goodness, because I've realized abantu they don't want to share. So I'm very much involved. I answer questions. I try and it's just like because I've struggled to get information from people. Then I have to find my way, and she find her strength and her way. And I think just to add into show with him, we beauty or we lifestyle, are you a traveler, are you a foodie, and start your page.
Yes.
Represent that thing that you're doing, right?
Yes. Even passion yako, what they'll normally use the word is your niche. Find
your niche.
So musu itoli lege, I get flourish in it.
And then you aligned yourself for a fund in niche yako, and then the brands they're approaching you now, or now you go and approach them.
You can approach them, they can approach you, but I would say for me, is them approaching me because my proposal is something that's still quite tricky and I still need to learn myself. So it's much easier when they approach you because already they do A, B, and C, and D, you know. And then when I went to local there.
So as a content creator, you are on Instagram, that I know for sure. Are you big on Twitter? Not on Twitter, on TikTok. You also have a YouTube channel. What's the story?
So I have a YouTube channel, but it's very dead. I have like 2 videos and
Why
I haven't been there
posting?
since 2 years.
Wow.
No, I realize it's a lot of work. So YouTube is a lot of work. Yeah. So I'm on Instagram right now. That's my active profile. I also have TikTok. TikTok is quite recent. I'm trying to push TikToki.
Because
TikTok, and I'm also on Twitter. But I would say Twitter is just more of a fun platform for me. Yeah, you know, I do have followers there, but yeah, it's more fun.
Talk to me about SM Beauty. What's it all about?
SM Beauty is my makeup business and my makeup page. SM is actually my initials.
Okay.
Sphelele Mkhize, so that's how I got the name SM Beauty Box. And all about SM Beauty is just that. It's just solely makeup. I am looking to expand. We've started with doing inwele, but skincare, facials, all of that is.
So it's your own brand, Yazenzela.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's my brand. So it's my business. Makeup.
Yes.
It's even a separate page.
SM Beauty.
SM Beauty. You won't find my makeup work on my personal.
And then
page.
under there, you're trying to have your own line. Also, like as in create your own powders or something like that. No, like about gorgeous.
Not yet. But I would think it's something I definitely would love. To
One
have
day.
my own. Definitely, God willing, one day. Yeah. But for now, it's just makeup clients and hair. Yeah.
So you're saying you are able to zenze really just that for now you want to give another person an opportunity?
Yes, I'm giving someone else an opportunity. She's at my studio right now, but we are my installs under SM Beauty and now she has her own page if.
Social media, do you think you can build a proper business using social media or can you?
You can. Social media is so powerful. I think social media is so powerful, but how powerful it really is, or we take it for granted. It's Twitter, it was for fun, but my following grew. Business came from that. I decided, let me start posting. It's home as a client. Devin MUA, book me guys, and my picture will blow up. Retweet, and that was just solely on social media. Okay, I need to have my own page on Instagram, post my clients and separate the business. But social media everyone who comes to me, and I always ask my clients, Mrs. Xoxa, where did you find me? Because I like to collect their data. Someone says, oh, ngibonile your TikTok video. Because I also have SM Beauty on TikTok. Oh, ngibonile on Twitter. Hey, I've been following you so long on Twitter. Even your personal page is important. If you post that makeup yami with brands, we are both high board. Let's see how I makeup. Oh, nice business page. Again. So it's so important to grow a business.
What challenges are so valid that you think Sane, these are the challenges that we're facing in the beauty industry? Like, these are the challenges, like, because I'm sure there are challenges.
Yeah.
Low shading. Yeah, it's not too shady.
It's not too shady.
Yeah. So what is it? It's just balance.
I would say the biggest problem is I think it also falls under a little bit with the entertainment. There is a bit of gatekeeping sometimes, you know. We don't share enough information about certain things, you know, and we need to be able to share and also expand each other, refer clients to each other, you know. Those things help us grow a community. If ufuna ukubuza someone habo ngi-charge kanjena client nani ku-right yini, be comfortable ukumbuza omunye umuntu le, because into esibulalayo ukuthi sonke sitshela ukuthi ayi ngoba eThekwini abantu abajwayele ukukhokha kakhulu, let me just charge you 200. Kanti umukhuluma nenye makeup asizokutshela ukuthi don't do that, uyasibulala, you know, because if you go to Joburg,
so
you know,
800 1000 kade ngifuna we can go into interview. I was like, charge is like it's 850. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's like if I come to it's 1.4, it's like, yeah, when you makeup let's call guy.
Exactly. Injalo nje. So I would say we need to start talking more with each other and sharing information so that we are able to really grow. We need to.
But don't you think rates are going to popularity? Do you think you can just come up out of the blue and say makeup mina 500 rand?
You can in Joburg.
Oh yeah, in Joburg.
You really can in Joburg.
Even nobody knows you.
Yeah, it's a different culture.
Because that girl, I went on her page, like I don't even see one Sazuayo there, but she told me with a straight face. She didn't say, "Oh no, I'm gonna like, oh no, 800." I was like, yeah. I'm like, hey, I bought man. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it just depends with space, and if a standard is set high, you know, now as a client uzogcina tolerate lower 300 because on both lower 300 but manje uyaba-tolerate because you like vele hey uba khona wa 5 khona wa 6 ayi usho ukuthi akekho bad lower 3 yabo, and then thina siba 600 mhlambe sisigcina sisafarish sisizama ukugrow ibusiness yethu mhlambe nje ngisho you want to renovate i-studio sakho sibe sikhulu nani but ama-funds awasavumi because we keep trying to charge. Guys.
Is there any makeup artist that you wish to work with or to collaborate with that you're like, but I will, you know, or your first figures in last man?
There are so many. A lot of them are Joburg based. You know, there's one, Natasha. She does makeup for Miss SA and a lot of brands and campaigns. I love Natasha's work, so I'd love to work with her one day. I also love Bella Artistry. Okay. She has a studio in Sane as well. There's quite a few. I would love to work with a lot of them.
Oh, but for my like no,
wait.
Natasha lava, no bells lava.
No, you know why? In Durban, bakhona abantu aba-right and who are talented. Don't please. But laba engibasho, they've been in the industry for a long time and they are doing things. Nami, I would hope maybe one day I can do like working with campaigns, working with brands.
Yeah, working with the shows behind the scenes. I think should say how do you measure a growth makeup artist? Campaign so I guess shoot. You are the head of what?
Yeah, that is definitely growth. You know, TV is not an easy industry and sometimes not the best option for umuntu. But working with I'll just use an example. Maybe working with the Brutal Foods, you're doing the influencers. You're working with L'Oreal, so you're flyer nabo. For me, I would love to do something like that. That for me is where I would align my success towards. Doing a celeb, yes, it's great, but it doesn't mean you more
I
successful.
think it's great if we would see a production at that particular time. For instance, with us, I'm a housewives.
Yes.
If they call you to just come and do, because you know, I'm not dealing with those. They're not paying me. I'm just here to do this, and then I'm out.
Yes. Yeah, now logo's success, and we have a lot of good Durban people. Who Kwezilo, I think she's the one on the housewives.
Oh yeah.
Love her work.
And yeah, it's called.
Yeah,
there's like 3 of them.
But uKwezulu, I know she's towards Hillcrest side, which is not far from me as well.
Oh, she's around here.
So Ngiyamazi for a long time. She's great. I love working with her because we can refer with each other. Baningi khono nombuso, khono wendi, khono lungelo. Ukuthi mengaqale list la eThekwini, angazi ngiqale bani, ngishiye bani. Uyabona? So ingakumele ngathi ngiyele eGoli.
Yeah. No, my love, I get. Where do you see yourself? Okay, I think that's what you just answered. How do you see your growth? Ufuna end up uphi? Looking at this page. Asking us 5 years, there's 5 years, in the next 2 years.
In the next 2 to whatever how many years. But I would say God willing, I really want to have my own studio. SM Beauty Box ube uzmele. You know, when you can say, okay, a business is running even when I'm not there, you know, where you don't have to be you know, you have izinto that are running outside of you. So for me, I would measure my success like that. But for now, my biggest thing would be having my studio be a proper salon, you know. Umuntu kube one-stop shop. Relaxer,
you can.
Eyebrows, yes, lashes, nails, everything. For me, to have that fully function, even when I'm not there, for me, that is right now my focus.
Because small businesses, when you're not around, you're worried. It's crazy. But with this kind of all load shedding, in fact, I'm sure there's no electricity. So unless you're plating and doing makeup and all of that.
Yeah, so for me, I would love to have a fully functioning salon, and maybe one day, you don't know, maybe SM Beauty with my franchise would say, night Joburg branch, night Devon branch, night Cape Town.
Where do you find you? Please let us know. Leave your booking details here, where one can book you for makeup, obviously, and also tell us where we do find you. We will write your numbers here. You guys can reach us pay, and then you book. We are traveler, not traveler also. So yes, I'm going obviously, yeah.
So you can find my page on Instagram and TikTok. It's SM Beauty Box. On the screen, you can WhatsApp, call my number. My email is sphelele.mkhize@outlook.com. You can do the bookings there. So that's where you can find my page.
Tano, thank you so much for pulling through. You look beautiful. Get to see you. I wish you nothing but the best. Have faith, trust in your business is gonna grow. You need to start somewhere.
I have to start somewhere. Who's the now to make up?
I will. Yeah. Bye guys. No, I ask for real.